Okay, bassline breakdown of Nova Hands. Pretty cool song. It's got a lot of real cool parts in it for the more intermediate to advanced players. I would not recommend that a beginner play this song or try to play this song. It's a little complicated and it has a lot to do with like tapping, slapping. Other than that, yeah, I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead. But it requires a 6 string, so that's kind of one thing you have to have in order to play this song. Well, let's get into it. When I first started playing this song, I didn't have this little thing here. This is a lot of people have been writing in and asking about these things, and I guess this is kind of a good time as any to talk about this. This is a fret wrap from a company called Groove Gear, G-R-U-V-G-E-A-R, Groove Gear. And what it does, it's just like a dampener for your strings. So if you're tapping or doing anything like that, this thing helps you not get a lot of open string buzz. So anyways, I didn't originally use this, and I've never used one of these on a recording before until recently. And they are extremely helpful, and this is one of those songs where it can be extremely helpful on. The reason being is that when you have it on, and you can have it kind of up here at the top of the net, you're getting nothing but the notes you're tapping. So anytime you pick up, well, there we go. It dampens the tone. I like to use it for something that I use up here. It's actually considered Nova Hands too. It's a song called Godlike. But sorry. So anyways, it's kind of cool to have one of these. They're pretty good. They work really well. Anyways, so getting to Nova Hands, we have 17th fret. Sorry, 19th fret is going to be tapped. Back and forth on the first and the second string. They're being tapped. 19th fret. Then this hand comes in and it's going to hit, and this is right on the top. It's going to hit the 6th fret on the 5th string, and then it's going to go down to the 5th fret on the 6th string. So what we got at the beginning of Nova Hands is this riff. It does that 4 times, and then it goes into this thing. Sorry, let me get that off. Okay, so what's happening there? Slap. Open to 5 on the 5th string, down to the 3rd string, or down to the 3rd fret 6th string, then 2, 2, 2 on the 6th string. So that's the opening riff. Then we're back into the... So anyways, I'm going to angle that so I can have that E open. But those will be dead. So anyways, so what's going on in the technique, the tapping technique? Okay. I prefer to use my middle finger in this song on my left hand, because it's the finger that I get the most snap with. And I use it for both strings. Now on this song, on this hand, my right hand, when I come down on the 19, I'm using my index finger. Now, when I come down on that one, I'm covering it with this one and helping it push down a little bit. Giving But then when I go to the first string, I go just to the middle finger. Because the middle fingers, when you're tapping, kind of seem to have the most power in them. So I back up the index finger with the middle finger, and I find that tapping on the high string is really only well received by the middle finger for some odd reason. It's just really weird. Tonality wise, the precision of it, the way it doesn't fall off the string, it just seems like the middle finger is just better for tapping on your right hand. So anyways, that's the riff. Trust me. Well, we got the trust me, haven't got to trust in me. We can grit some teeth and dream. Just don't let me fall on the green time always die. I don't really know what he's saying right there, but and I'm not even following my own thing for some odd reason. But that's how I play it every time. Like that. So the next thing we got, I'm doing that throughout the whole choruses. The next thing we got is right before the chorus. I do the, oops, I got it in my eye. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using, and then I'm into the chorus. So that's the only difference that's happening. And then I'm in the chorus. So what's going on there? I got first fret, third string. Or fourth string, sorry, we're on a sixth string. Then it goes down to the fifth string, 2, 1, then 4, 3, all on the fifth string, and then it goes down to the 2 on the sixth string. Now the second time around, it's a little different. Do that little run, and that run is so 1, 3. This is on the fourth string. 1, 3, 5. Slide up to the fifth. Then hit the third on the third string. Sorry. So 1, 5, slide, or 1, 3, slide up to 5, 3 down to 5, open 1, 3. So then it does the same thing as it does at the second half of the other one. 1 on the fourth string, 2, 1 on the fifth, 4, 3. But this time it waits just a little bit longer for that low second fret, sixth string, for that to hit. So the first timing is so it waits just a little longer. It comes on the upbeat. The first one comes on the downbeat. So that's the only difference there. Then we got the, and I believe in the recording I did it on the second and third part of the chorus, since there's 4 parts of the chorus. Now I'm back in the verse again. Now, the only difference between the first verse and the second verse is that I add one more note to the tapping part on the right hand. So I'm going up from 19 on the first string. I'm going from 19 to 20. And I'm only doing it the very last 2 times I tap. So I got, what is that? So 1 E and a 2, I believe it's 16th note groove. So no, it's an 8th note groove. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 it's on the 4 and. Okay, so that's the only thing I do different on the second chorus or the second verse. Sorry, same thing. And then the chorus is exactly the same. So when we go into the bridge, that's what I'm doing. I finish it out like I didn't do before. I finish it out on the 3/4 to open E. And at this point, I start slowly doing a crescendo on this high, on the 19th fret. So that's my little riff in there. That's coming in here. Now this is it's a G. Yeah, it's a G. So what we got here is 19. It goes up to 21, then 18, then back to 19. Now I play the open E at the same time. So when I first do the, very lightly hit the 19, and I bring it in. So once it gets going, I'm doing 3 on the E string, opening the 5th string. Every single time I'm playing this thing. Okay, so what's going on there? I'm doing like a, it's kind of a ascending at first, but descending Mixolydian mode scale thing on the A. So it's like an A, it's like an A mixo scale. And that's how I get down to the, so the notes are 21 on the first string, 21, 19, 18. On the second string, 21, 19, 18. And on the third string, 21, 19. And it comes. Right. It's hard to sing it and play at the same time. So that's what I got going on. So and that's it. You do the whole rotation. Okay, so the slap part. There's a lot of hammer-ons in this thing, and I'm popping the open G string, which is the second string. I'm popping it in between like everything. So we're going open, 2, 2, open, hammer on 2. So I'm only slapping that 2 once, but it's getting 2 notes. So I'm hammering it on the first time and the second time. I'm only slapping it. So that's how that hammer-on works there. Then I pop. 1, 2, 3 on the third fret on the 5th string. Back to 3 hits on the 2nd fret on the 5th string. So you got 1, 2, 1, 2 on the first fret. Then you're doing the hammer-on thing. Open, hammer-on 1. And that's it. Then it does that the second time. So, believe it does that like 4 times. Let me run through it real quick. So that's all I do is just. So that part, I'm strumming what some people call a double stop. On an electric bass, I don't call them double stops. I just call them chords, or I call them power chords, or whatever. So what I'm doing is 1 and 5 on, what do we got? We got, it's a power chord, basic power chord, on the 7th fret and the 9th fret of the 5th string and the 4th string. So I'm going up in that same formation, that power chord, it's moving. Everything's moving together in half steps. Well, it's a whole step down right there, but so what we got is we got the 7/9 and then the 8/10 and then down to 6/8. To end up doing the same thing, but now I'm just picking the one note. So how do I get down there? Okay. Going to the 4th fret of the 5th string, and then 3, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3, 3, 2 on the 6th string. Then Dryden sings for a second, trust me, he's by himself. That brings me in on the tapping on 19, 21, and 18 on the 1st string. Then when I come back in and I hit the bass, when everyone comes back in, I'm doing everything on the 6th fret, or the 6th string, the 5th fret. That E. I don't think it goes that long on the left hand. I think it's... that. But that's the right notes. I'd have to go back and listen to it again. It's been like a week since I got to record the actual song, so forgive me if I kind of lost touch with it a little bit. I never get to play this song, so it's kind of a treat to go back, but it's also kind of like a curse that I have to figure something out that I haven't played in so long. So we're back into like the third verse. Everything, go back up again. Everything's the same. Chorus. So basically, I do just a little to get to the next part. And this is the very last part of the song. This is the slapping part, which we saw in the bridge before. It's exactly the same. The only difference is the way the song ends. So that's it. That's the only difference is what's going on there. You got when it goes down, it stops at on the first fret. Bam bam on the first fret, and then it takes a little pause and it goes. That's it. Hammer on to the second fret. Does a little pop right before you get to the 3. Hit the 3 twice, and that's it. That's Nova Hands. That's how you play it. Like I said, kind of simple song for intermediate, advanced players. Beginners, I wouldn't recommend trying it. There's just too much going on, and you need to be spending more time practicing technique and getting used to the instrument and being more fluent and doing your chromatic scales. That's what you beginners should be doing right now, is practicing stuff like that. Finger exercises, simpler songs. Like today I was teaching someone how to play the proper way, how to play Smells Like Teen Spirit. Stuff like that. That's what you need to be working on. Anyways, if you have any questions, if you want to take a lesson, if you want to know about the gear I use, if there's something that wasn't quite clear, email me at tyzamoramusic@gmail.com, and I will try to answer you as quickly as possible. I'm going to be going away for a couple weeks. I'm going to do one more tutorial. I believe it's for San Sebastian coming up next. I'll be doing that one, and then I don't believe I'll be doing any for a couple weeks, but I would like to see some more. If people have more requests, please keep them coming. There's still many more Ant Farm songs, and I just don't want to do all of them. I'd rather do them in order of the way that you guys would like to see them, rather than go, oh man, he did that song. Like, hey, if I did that song, that's your guys' fault because you asked me. Not my fault. I did not pick these out of the blue. You guys picked them. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Please share and subscribe. Get your friends on this thing. Spread the word. This is fun stuff, guys. Anyways, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next song.